Welcome, everybody to another episode of Big Daddy's House. Everybody say what's up, y'all. Say what's up.
Yo,
What's
yo, what's going on?
up?
Hey, it's Mental Health Mondays. When I tell y'all, we got some stuff to talk about. We got Cat Daddy in the building. Cat Daddy, say what's up, everybody.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing on this beautiful Monday?
Beautiful it is. We got Sandra D in the building. Sandra D.
Happy Monday. Just happy to be here, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.
And T Renee said she at the home multitasking. T Renee.
Hey y'all.
The hey y'all sounding weak as hell lately now.
It's
But
Monday.
anyway,
Don't be my friend. It's Monday.
I ain't gonna do y'all. We gotta it's one of them God gonna do it Mondays, man. Cause boy, as hard as it's been lately, we've been getting through it. So I was making a post on my post today telling people about just keeping your head down, keep your feet moving, keep your head down and keep your feet moving. And like my friend always say, the juice is worth the squeeze. And you gotta believe it. The people who put in that work gonna get paid. Whether they do something bad, they're gonna get paid. Whether they do something good, they're gonna get paid. It's not an easy thing getting up every day, putting your feet on the ground and moving towards a goal. You're gonna have a whole bunch of obstacles get in your way. You're gonna have a whole bunch of things that always interfere with what you got going on. But you gotta realize a lot of us always screaming God this and God that. But at the same time, I don't think we give God enough for the credit and the glory. Before you get blessed, you got to get tested. And that's just how it goes, man. And I wish sometimes I can hear that in my voice before I get to stressing or I get to complaining or I get to start telling people what's going on. And you know what I'm saying? I'm learning now to clean out my circle. Good morning, good afternoon, y'all. I'm learning to clean out my circle. I know I'm no longer in that phase of explaining myself to people. Once you show me who you are, I don't have to deal with you. But if you keep going with that same thing, I'm just gonna believe that's who you really supposed to be. And that's where you're supposed to be, not a part of me. So y'all keep going, keep being positive and get up every day and make the best decisions that works for you. And that's it, man. You can't care about what people think about you when you're making these decisions. You got to do the best you can with your kids, with your family, your friends and all that. Just you got to do whatever that makes you happy, man. What's going on? The juice is worth the squeeze. Yeah, my dog said that. So yeah, where we was with some sports today. I think you had a interesting question you wanted to ask, and it better be good too, because you're gonna make me mad.
I checked out my sports and everything, and I was checking them out for the weekend or whatever. And this particular question came across the air. And when somebody on the panel answered the question, it literally took everybody back because it was like, are you serious? So here's the question for all my football fans. Which quarterback in the NFL today would you trust to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs?
Tua Tagovailoa.
You say Tua. Why would you say Tua?
Because he's a Dolphin. He's from Alabama. He's proven. We got all the great weapons around us now. You know what I'm saying? He just got paid. So yeah.
All right. My answer is Joe Burrow. And the reason why I got Joe Burrow is because if you ain't realized by now, Joe Burrow done beat Patrick Mahomes already. Because Burrow was already in the Super Bowl. And as of right now, Joe Burrow is 2-1 against Patrick Mahomes.
Nobody want to hear that old shit they did, Odell. We talking about right now. I'm talking about with this season, they got.
No, right now.
Big Belly.
Joe Burrow actually has the best record against Patrick Mahomes right now. Now, the reason why I brought up this question is because one of the analysts on the panel decided to answer the question as such. He feels that one particular quarterback he feels has the best chance of dethroning Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this quarterback he picked is none other
Josh Allen.
Dak Prescott.
Nigga.
He said that Dak Prescott has a better quarterback rating than Patrick Mahomes as of right now, and they basically match up in numbers. He also led the league with the number one offense or the top 5 offense, and he said that Dallas Cowboys know how to get to the quarterback, which that's how you slow down Patrick Mahomes. So he feels that the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott is the best quarterback that can dethrone Patrick Mahomes. Now, when he said that, everybody wrote out on him, especially Stephen A. Smith, because you know how Stephen A. Smith is. Dak Prescott, you want to talk about his numbers? That's all in the regular season. The 8 seasons Dak Prescott has been the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, he only has 2 playoff wins. So when you talk about all his accolades and everything in the regular season, it don't mean nothing when you get to the playoffs and you can't perform.
You know what pissed me off? That we always end up on them sorry ass Cowboys. It don't matter where we go. We always talk about them shit ass Cowboys. I don't want to talk about them no more. It's all about the Miami Dolphins over here. I keep trying to tell you.
A lot of people believe in the Cowboys and believe they're the team. They the team.
Wow.
It's all about the Miami Dolphins over here. I don't need to keep telling y'all, please, no more Dallas Cowboy ass talking.
That's why them damn minnows ain't gonna succeed, because they got people like you that they head just so damn big and they think the world of them. They are not your idols. So at the end of the day, stop being a hater all your life, because that color don't look good on you.
Stephen A. You may not be that type of fan as a Cowboy fan, but there are too many Cowboy fans out there that their head's bigger than what Chip Bell is going on with the Dolphins right now, and always believe every year that it's the year that the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. Now, you may not be,
but at the end of the day, he always it's always negativity about the Cowboys. Let it go. Let it rest.
We can't let it rest if y'all don't let it rest.
But ain't nobody saying that. He going on and on and on by himself. But what he not gonna do is just come for my team. He ain't gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
What up, TK?
Well,
wait. A lot of these punk ass people who going for the Cowboy, they not even really Cowboy fan. They only going Cowboy because they daddy them or they boyfriend or they husband or they brother them like Cowboy. They don't really like the Cowboy. They don't even know what that shit mean. They all trash. All about the fans. That's right, T. What up, TK? Boom. Miami Dolphins. Can we switch it up? We got, you know what I don't like what's been going on lately?
The hell with them Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins going to the Super Bowl this year. I don't like Atlanta. I don't like the Rams. I don't like the Cowboys. I definitely don't like Patrick Mahomes and them. You dig what I'm saying? But what I don't like what's going on with Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp, how they playing Russell Wilson right now. This man only had a preseason game. How the hell are they clowning on this man so hard? That's what happened in DJ. That's what happened in Denver. That's why Sean Payton didn't want him. Like, what the fuck y'all doing? How y'all can really sit y'all ass down there and try to pass judgment on a goddamn preseason game? Because that's how he started off. Shannon Sharp should be ashamed of himself going on Russell Wilson like that, man. I don't like that shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Russell Wilson was the quarterback for my Seahawks, and he brought us to 2 Super Bowls, and he did an amazing job for us. Whatever it is that's going on is going on. He's on the back stretch of his career, and right now he's still trying to produce numbers and be an all-pro at the quarterback position. If you're going to sit there and tell me that you're going to take 2 preseason games and talk about how trash he is, then apparently you either just don't like Russell Wilson or you just don't like Russell Wilson.
Hold on.
Mm.
I don't like the Cowboys. I definitely hate the 49ers. I think Atlanta Falcons is ass. What up, Elijah? What up, Ariel? What up, Mike?
Someone needs a nap. Why you so? What's wrong?
He pressed. He pressed.
You
I
real
said-
pressed.
Real
You
pressed,
talking
friend.
about that? Gee, you hard on the yard.
You said I'm hard on the what?
Hard on the yard.
Look at Elijah. Tell me to watch my mouth. But man, ATL is ass, bro.
Not with the moves they done made this year.
ATL stand for Ass Team Little City. That's what I said.
Oh wow! And you just came up there off the top of your head. Just came up with it. Okay.
Improv.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that shit. That's right, Mike. Yeah, Mike. Dolphins going to the bowl. Period. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sam, what we
Dolphin.
got to talk?
Okay, so I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I got to pick my favorite one. So this story, and when I say favorite, I mean like to me the most interesting one. So this story comes out of Miami, little Haiti area. A woman kills another woman over taking her man. So she ran her over with a car because she took her man. I'm trying to get their ages. 26. The woman that committed the crime, she was 26. She ran over another.
What? She killed somebody because they took her Zozo?
Yeah, she ran over another man a woman because she took her man. And now guess what? Somebody else gonna have them, sis, because you going to jail. Because how you gonna run somebody over by the man, baby? Now you going to jail. Ain't nobody gonna have him. She dead, and he gonna be consoling himself and another woman.
Was she a Haitian girl? Because them Haitian girls crazy.
She looks to be. I mean, she's black. She could be Haitian. Her name is Alexandria, so it could go either way.
Yeah.
Hey, if you look at me on certain days, people be trying to talk to me in Creole, so I don't know.
What's her last name? Baptiste Saint Pierre or Auvernois?
Let me see. They just said Alexandria. Let me see if her last name here.
Jean Baptiste Saint Pierre Auvernois.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they Haitian. Azure is the last name.
Oh yeah.
Azure, they Haitian. It's okay.
Them Haitian girls crazy, bro.
Don't say that. Some women are just crazy. Let's not just say Haitian girls. So let me tell y'all about this.
Don't play that shit. They're just like, bro, go on about your business.
Wow.
This healthcare worker, she worked in Margate. She lived in Port St. Lucie, but she worked in Margate. She embezzled. When you embezzle, that's a lot of money. She embezzled $330,000. She had a 2-year scheme. So what she was doing was she was in charge of depositing the money from the those clinics, like those outpatient clinics. She was in charge of depositing the money that the patients with the checks. She was go to the bank every day. So what she did was she opened 2 other accounts where she was the only signer on the accounts, and she was putting the people checks in the other accounts.
No, bitch.
Yes. So they arrested her. And it goes all the way back to September 15, 2022, honey. That's what TD Bank records say. 40 years old.
Goddamn stupid. They do all this stupid ass crime. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Her name was Louise Felicia Pierre. I just
another Haitian.
I'm sorry.
Friend, y'all ain't right.
Yeah. Her last name
right.
I just
Hey, one thing I knew about them Haitians, they gonna do some fraud. I don't give a damn what they say. They gonna get the jouet. They gonna get the jouet. I don't give a fuck what the Haitians gonna get the jouet.
Okay. So y'all remember when the guy Matthew Perry, he used to play on Friends. He ended up dying like all of a sudden. Do you know they found out that they was foul play and they arrested somebody?
What?
They arrested.
I know they ain't killed Matthew.
Yep, they killed him. It was foul play. Someone killed him.
What happened?
They're saying like something about like a drug transaction going wrong or something, like a drug dealer, somebody that killed him. They haven't really. They just undercover like a drug network or something that had something to do with it. So they're not saying that he was on the drugs or whatever. They're just saying a drug dealer. The drugs were a part of the deadly killing, basically, but they ain't getting into detail yet.
He was on.
But somebody has been arrested. What'd you say, T. Renee?
He was on him.
Yeah, he was on. We know that, but you know they gotta say allegedly.
Now, that'd have been somebody else. That'd have been like, he had a whole family history of being on crack or drugs or fentanyl. When it comes to somebody, when it comes to those superstars, they be like, well, allegedly, or at this moment, we can't release any information. Yes,
there you go. You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys hear about that little girl that was in Detroit? She went on a field trip, a summer field trip to the courthouse, and she was falling asleep. And the judge called himself making an example of her. And she had like a little attitude, so he put her in a jail uniform and he put her in handcuffs. Come to find out, the little girl was homeless. Her mama, the mama said they've been living from pillar to post, like staying on people's couches. So that's why she was asleep, because she's not getting really much sleep because they don't have a home. So the judge was telling her, you sleep in your bed at your house. You don't sleep in the court. Like going off on her real bad. And he stood behind, he was like, I stand behind my decision. I'm just making sure that they don't come back in here again. Now, mind you, it wasn't like a scared straight situation. It was basically a field trip. Like they just were, going to the courthouse and doing like a little field trip. Nobody was in trouble. Not a bad group of kids. So I don't understand why he went straight into, I'm going to show her a lesson, teach her a lesson. Well, the lesson was taught to him because he's suspended now.
Damn, good job, man. Listen, y'all nigga need some coochie, because, bro, when you get up in that morning, he ain't had none and want to come make an example out of somebody. You get laid and get paid and sit down in the shade somewhere. You be tripping. Put that baby in the You know what that baby
the mom was crying. I saw it on the news, and the mom was crying so bad. She was like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm a single mom, and we're trying to get it together. She was like, my daughter she's always been a good girl, never got in any trouble, good grades. The mom just down on her luck right now. And as we know, life is life right now. The rent is high everywhere. A lot of people are struggling. It is hard. So I just felt like the judge shouldn't have just went off on that kid like that when it wasn't that kind of situation. He made an example out of the wrong child, and it cost him his job.
It was the fact that he went off not knowing the situation.
Yeah, and talking about, you sleep in your own bed. He belittled her.
It makes you think that he feels like because he's a judge, he thinks that everybody lives up to his standards, and that's not always the case. There are people in his position don't always have it together.
But T. Renee, did you hear how he was talking, like how cocky and arrogant he was? He was very cocky and arrogant, and he did not feel the need to apologize. He didn't have no remorse after he heard the situation. He had I stand by my decision.
Have no remorse for him.
I stand by my decision, and you can stand and look for you another job because you're suspended.
Wow.
No, people in power tends to belittle the people underneath them, especially when they have a high power job like a judge, a lawyer, a high powered doctor. They tend to use their power to abuse and belittle people. And this is the result of you abusing your power and your authority. You felt because you was a judge, you could talk down to this child. Come to find that the child is homeless, and then you did not show any mercy or be apologetic about what you did. And now you're on your ass, and then you're going to want everybody to side with you because you didn't know and this, that, and the third. What you should have did was find out why the child was sleeping instead of trying to belittle somebody. Because now, guess what? You on your ass.
First of all, that wasn't his business because he didn't have anything to do with it. They were there on a field trip. So that was the main problem. That ain't none of your business while she sleeps.
But I do understand, like, when an adult asks you some questions, you don't supposed to get sassy with the man. Regardless. I know.
But think about it. She's young. She's embarrassed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from both standpoints. He could have handled it a little better, and she shouldn't have maybe had an attitude. But you young, you don't embarrass me. I'm homeless. You tell me I need to go get in my bed and all this. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he didn't have to do that.
He went to the teachers because, first of all, that's not his place to say anything to her. They're on the field trip. I don't care.
Yeah, but
it's not her responsibility.
But you know, when you do field trips like that, the judges have to agree to allow them to do that. So he felt like he gave permission for this class to come inside his courtroom, and he probably run his courtroom that way. Anybody sleeps, he probably makes an example out of them. But she had
being an asshole.
I'm with you, but she had no right disrespecting that judge. She should have just follow suit, apologize, and side her ass up.
I hear you. In
I
other
mean,
news,
Well,
Oh.
once again, this is Mental Health Monday. You don't know what type of trauma she's been through.
there you
I'm
go.
gonna
In
cut it
other
out.
news, ain't got time for Vail. In other news, yeah, I'm switching the topic. So this I got some Kiki. So tell me why I love Trick Daddy. Y'all might not know this, but I love Trick. Trick is one of my favorite rappers. Love him to pieces. And he cook a little bit. His groceries is on point. I done been down there a couple times.
Friend, you can't
But-
love Trick Daddy and you trying to be commissioner.
I know. It's a secret. Nobody don't tell nobody. So listen,
Said
man.
you love Trick Daddy.
Listen, Trick shot his shot at what is it? How you say it? Glorilla. Glorilla. He shot his shot at her. And I'm like, Trick, sit down somewhere. That's a baby. What's Trick? That is
Trick
a
love the
baby.
kid. Trick love the kid. Yeah.
He loving him too hard because she too young for him. He need to sit down somewhere.
Glorilla is an adult with an adult coochie. And she always talking about how she be knocking down niggas and she be switching up niggas. Like, nigga, give Trick that pussy. Give Trick that pussy. Trick love the kid.
I'm with you, friend. I'm with you, friend. He old enough to be her daddy.
Exactly. Come on, Trick.
Yeah, Glow.
Shut up, Bill. So my last two stories, I definitely want to get y'all viewpoints on these two stories. So the first one is Lala Anthony. She said she decided to keep her last name because she said her son is doing so well with basketball. She wants to keep her last name because she wants to be part of his legacy. Like she wants her name to be the same as his because he's doing so well and she sees, greatness in his future. Now, the reason I say I wanted y'all's opinion on this, with me, I kept my last name, with my son's last name until he finished high school because I wanted, sometimes they treat people that are, and I don't know, when mom and daddy though, people are married, they treat them a little differently when it's a single parent home or whatever at schools. So I kept it till he was done with school, till he was old enough to, understand, okay, we ain't together no more, I could change it. And he was comfortable with it, and that's when I changed it. So as parents, go ahead.
When it comes to last name,
same name, no name.
Listen, when it comes to your last name, you may not be in a relationship with that person no more, but you don't know all the work you gonna put up under that last name. You, man, keep that shit. Keep it. Shit, I don't give a damn. You love Lala. What up, Serica?
I ain't keeping a damn thing. I ain't even changed mine, so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm not keeping it for that. People gonna stereotype you. It's damned if you don't, damned if you do. They gonna pass their own judgment and not knowing. Excuse me?
Look at Tina Turner.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
What you trying to say?
Tina Turner kept that name.
But I'm just saying, people gonna judge you regardless whether you keeping that name or not.
T. Renee Turner said she ain't doing it.
I ain't doing it.
I know that's right, T. Renee.
Right, let your man get some M's and you done built a whole bunch of T. Renee such and such under that T. Renee name. You ain't finna just change that name and go back to your regular name after you done built all.
You say let who now say that again?
You get married and that man got a name, or y'all build that name together. He built that name and you blow up T. Renee such and such, T. Renee Braxton, T. Renee Johnson, T. Renee Jordan. You think you finna get that up? You know how much perks come with that?
It's just gonna be T. Renee, whatever we blow up. It ain't got to be no last name attached to it.
I know that's right.
Whatever we part, when we part, it's gonna be T. Renee still because that's my name.
So you never change your last name when you get married?
I will. I'm just saying, but once it's over, I'm going back to my maiden. So it ain't gonna be T. Renee, whatever. It's gonna be T. Renee, my last name and his. I'm gonna keep my name. So whatever I chose.
If it don't work, you gotta drop their name.
But y'all ain't much. Listen, what I'm trying to say. Y'all done built some things off that name. You mean to tell me y'all finna just let it go like that?
Once again, you said if it's T. Renee and we done built up this name, it's gonna be just strictly T. Renee. We gonna build under strictly T. Renee. It ain't gonna be no name. I'm always gonna be T. Renee.
You meet never mind, because y'all so bullheaded. Y'all don't be listening to what I'm trying to say.
You too, because you want somebody to have that man's name, and don't nobody want to carry that man's name.
It's just like a woman.
What if men had to carry around our names? What if men had to give up their names and carry around the woman name?
Prenup. Yeah, let's go. Sign. Just sign up. Just sign your
I
name on
ain't
the
signed
line.
the damn thing. I ain't got shit for you.
Let's go.
What I
All
had,
right,
you ain't
here
want,
come the
then it's
talk.
just, hey.
Here come the talk right now. You meet a man. You loving on this man. This man said before we get to the altar, I need you to sign this prenup. Sandra D. T. Renee, y'all doing it? Everybody on
I
the
guess we ain't
Yep.
get married then.
No, I'll sign it. But I needed to say that anything that I accumulate as well does not belong to him. It needs to be
We
fair.
just ain't
No,
get
I would
married
sign
because I
it.
ain't
No,
signed
I
no
would
damn
sign it.
prenup.
I would sign it because you don't know what I'm gonna be 5-10 years from now, sir. So I'm gonna go and sign it.
I ain't signed the damn thing. What you got is that's on you.
So T. Renee, you ain't gonna sign the prenup. He tell you to sign it. He asked you to sign it.
Hell no.
Now
So
why?
you have to understand prenups can protect both people. So you just got to make sure you sign one that is fair. As long as it's fair, I'll sign it.
So you saying no? You're not gonna sign a prenup?
No, because when it don't work, it just be that prenup just make it even more hard and make the process even more longer.
No, the prenup clearly states you leave what you came with, he leave with what he came with.
But it makes the divorce process longer because now your attorney's got to get involved to sort all of it out. I just want to be detached.
There's nothing to sort out if y'all got a prenup. Hey, you leave with what you got, I leave with what I came with. We 54. The lawyer gonna be like, you agree with that? Yeah, we agree with that.
I don't want nothing no way. Nothing but my clothes.
So then you can do a prenup then. What you saying you want to do a prenup?
I don't want nothing no way.
Prenups.
She talking about she gonna be unmarried for the rest of her life. I might be, Isaiah. I might be.
Hold on, shout out my boy Calbo, man. What's up, bro? Did y'all get married, bro? Shout out my boy Calbo, man. Shanice, man. My folk, bro. Around here. Get married to Robert, man. Murdoch, what's up? I love you, big sis.
You see what Murdoch put? Murdoch say she gonna always be Murdoch. That's what I'm talking about.
I know that's right, Murdoch.
Listen, y'all around here slinging your wolf pussy. Y'all need to get married. Y'all just need to go ahead and get married. Y'all can't be
slinging. I just be unmarried, slinging a wolf.
No.
Oh,
if you find
there's a lot going on with this.
Right, Odell, like they want to just slay the wolf pussy.
Odell, give your input, Odell, because you quiet in the back. See, this generation is messed up. How you get married to talk about when you get divorced. I'm not in this generation, Isaiah. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna say it like this. A prenup goes both ways, regardless of the fact, but I also understand where T. Renee is coming from.
How?
But here's the reason why. Because in T. Renee's defense, she doesn't want to sign a prenup because if you separate, she's not gonna try and bleed the purse. She ain't gonna try and bleed that man dry. She just gonna take what the fuck she came with and dip. But she's one of few women that that does that. You know, the prenup thing is always for when the divorce happens. Now all of a sudden the woman wants 95% of your shit. You only leave with 5%, and you're sitting there looking crazy. Why she don't walk away with everything you worked for, and vice versa. So, in T. Renee, she may be that one female that don't need to sign a prenup, because if she gets married and just happens to get a divorce, T. Renee gonna pack up her shit and she's gonna leave. She's not gonna try and bleed you dry.
Unfortunately, life in this United States is a business. This is a business. You're married. You're marrying somebody. It's a business. You guys are into a contract. When y'all sign that shit, y'all into a contract, and you need to protect yourself, your assets, and anything else under that contract. Yes, you with the covenant of God, but it is a business. This is business now. We together. This is a team. You know, you mean to tell me? Let me finish now. If the team don't play well, and one part of the team want to part his ways, he got to protect his assets, and you got to protect your. You saying that you ain't gonna want nothing? That's fine and dandy, but I just need it on paper. So when it's that time, if that time come, we know we got to protect ourselves.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot that goes on with it. Me personally, I'm straddling both sides of the fence. I could sign a prenup and be fine, and I don't have to sign a prenup, and I'm fine. It just all comes down to who is going to be with that I will be saying I do to. So that's just the whole thing in a nutshell. Regardless of however it goes, you have to understand the person that you're with. Whether the prenup is going to be an option or it's not going to be prenup going to be an option. It all comes down to the two people that's trying to say who is going to be as one. Plain and simple. So
I like that. Let's get in the comments real quick, OD. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna get in the comments. Isaiah said, "See, this generation is messed up. How you get married to talk about when you get divorced? Marriage is supposed to be forever." Murdoch said, "I already done that. No more." Isaiah said, "That wolf ain't wolfing if he ain't asking to put a ring on it." Curtis said, "When you come into it with a lot already, what's built together after it's already what's built together after it's split."
I like
Francis said, "Wow." Francis said, "I will not marry a man who wants a prenup." Murdoch said, "Real, Isaiah."
Hey,
Well, at the end of the day, I just feel like I don't want to have to fight or argue. I just want when I want out, when I want to get out of it, I just want to get out of it. I just want it to be just that simple. Because like I said, I'm not one of the ones, I'm not gonna go after what you got. What's yours is yours and what's mine is mine. Let
all,
me get my stuff and let me go on about my business. If
all
it's
I'm trying to say.
material things, you can keep that because the material things can be replaced. Just let me get my belongings
So,
as in my clothes and I'll be out your way.
so what's the problem with putting that in writing?
Why you have to put it in writing?
Because we need that. We need that. We need that
No,
established. When
no.
you come, you leave. Why not put
I've
that in
done
writing?
it. So I've done it. I haven't done a prenup, but I've left that behind. That's the past. I don't want to carry none of that shit with me no way. I don't want nothing. Just give
Yeah,
me my clothes.
yeah, at certain
Then
levels, it does make sense. Go ahead, Sandra D.
I see T Renee's point because I'm the same way. When a relationship ends, I'm the person that say get whatever you think belong to you. If you think it belong to you, if you bought it for me, you think it belong to you, get it. But I just feel like if I'm with someone and they happen to have it like that, I don't want none that you got. Whatever, like whatever. Let's do a prenup. Whatever I got is mine. Whatever. If it don't work, to be able to be what is it, amicably? How you say it? To be, let's be fair. Let's be fair. If you sitting on whatever you sitting on, I don't want you to think that's what I'm here for. But
But listen, okay, I'm sorry, Sandra D.
But it had prenups are fair. Like you have to make sure they fair. Like, okay, if I do leave and I've been with you 10 years, I need to leave with something. If you don't make
That's
me a
all I'm trying
housewife,
to say.
you know what I'm
That's all
saying?
I'm
If you
trying
don't
to
make me
say.
a
That's all I'm
housewife,
trying to say.
like Val, boom, me and you get married. We together 10 years. I make you a house husband, a pompano. You sitting around for 20 years. When me and you separate, it ain't fair if I just leave you. Oh, you left with nothing. I done
Run
got
me
you
my phone.
accustomed. I got you
Yeah.
to accustomed to a certain lifestyle. I gotta get you
Yeah.
right, Bookie Boo. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm trying to say, friends were like, trust. It is about trust, but we have to be real deal about this. Trust gets broken a lot. Trust gets broken. Everybody on the panel agree? Trust gets broken a lot. A lot of people don't keep their words.
yeah, trust gets broken. Trust
Things
does
happen.
get broken a lot.
Things
It does get broken a lot because when it comes down to it, people mindset change, people's feelings change, things change, work change, relationship change. A lot of shit goes. But when it comes down to it, if you're one of those type of people that can't keep your trust in line, then what is the purpose of you getting married in the first place?
Things change.
Because
People change.
because when you want to say, listen, I want you to be my other half as this team, we're going to be the team of one, you have to have respect, you have to have loyalty, and you have to have trust and able to do that. And if you feeling like your trust is not where it needs to be a part of this team, then what are we getting married for? Because let me tell you this. You see how we're having a conversation about the prenup? If you're a team of one, having a conversation about a prenup wouldn't be as hard as it is.
all I'm trying to say, man, and communication. Yeah, he forgot communication. It's a lot of things that play a part of this prenup. Nobody's forcing your hand to do anything, but people just want to protect themselves at the end of the day. I hate the fact that you got to go in with that thought. I hate that you got to go in that thought. Go ahead, T. Renee.
What Isaiah said, Renee knows that's why she doesn't want to get married or sign a prenup. What he mean by that? What you mean by that, Isaiah? Curtis said that sound good, bro. Francis said communication. I'm trying to see what Isaiah mean. What he's saying.
Man, let's change this up. Let me play this clip real quick, man. This I don't know. This one was a little touchy, and I want y'all to see what this brother had to say, man. He had some thoughts that he wanted to share, and I'm gonna play it real quick.
I'm in the store, $200, man, trying to make groceries just to, make sure we get paid for something for the kids to eat after school. Immigrant in front of me, and she got $10,000 on her food stamp card with $3,000 cash. Come on, man, but I work every day to pay my taxes for this shit right here, man. But didn't get all that there, man. I'm not knocking nobody in their hustle, man. But goddamn, man, stop taking my money again. People, I understand if you gave it to some people in our community that really, really motherfucking needed it, man. But instead, y'all sending money to Ukraine, billions of dollars. But you got people over here need that same shit, man. Man, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck can I get $10,000 worth of food stamp? What, I gotta go back to Africa? They say, man, stop it, man. This shit ain't right, man. Stop taking my tax motherfucking money, man, and doing what the fuck you want to do, man. Then they gonna say, oh, I'm wrong because I'm talking about border control. Here, it seems like I need to go work on the border, try to make some extra money to come up off something, man. Because, hey, man, this shit is, hey, man. This is my discussion for today, man. Let me know how you feel. Follow me, man.
Anybody?
I'm gonna say it like this. Feel where you coming from. And the reason why I feel where you coming from, because when you really look at it, one, middle class works a lot and have to make ends meet with what little bit they can afford. Now, the thing that's crazy to me is that there's a lot of immigrants that soon as they step foot, and I'm just speaking for Florida. I'm not even speaking about the rest of the country where they will settle at. But the immigrants literally would step foot in Florida and would literally get what he said. And there's actually people out here that really needs that assistance in feeding their family and barely get $400. There's people I know that filled out for food stamps and got like $27 in food stamps. But an immigrant could come straight off out of the ocean onto land and get broke off $2,000. I get exactly where he's coming from. Now, am I saying it's right or am I saying it's wrong? No, I'm not. But when it comes down to it, bro, fair is fair. Because that is ridiculous. $10,000 in food stamps and $3,000 in cash.
See, you got to.
I don't know nobody I don't know nobody in the States or in Florida get that much money.
Listen, you got to tread softly with this because again, we don't know what a lot of those folk deal with when they come over here, but we know when they do get here, they have a system in place, and maybe it's our fault for not having a system.
I think
they got a system.
Okay, go ahead, Will. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they have a system in place. They work together. When people come over here, they already have places for them to stay. They already have this stuff lined up for these people. Half of these people can't drive. They be at the DMV getting their driver's license as a team, man. And I just would like for our people to wake up one day and realize, bro, we need to unite and do the same thing everybody else doing. But I don't like these days, and I told some of my Spanish speaking brothers too. I don't like that now. In Florida, some of these jobs require you to speak Spanish to even get a job.
Yeah,
And
they want you to be bilingual.
this is what Trump was saying. I mean, if people can just get out of it and stop thinking with their feelings. I get his words are harsh, but this is what he was saying about these things about bringing money back. This is why he was getting mad about these people overseas, sending all them jobs. How they closed down Detroit, how they closed down. They breaking up Cleveland, and they closed down all these cities that ran our factories, and they sending it over for cheap work, for cheap labor. And they said, somebody told me that the country was doing really well when he was in office. I get it. He don't have any tact. I get it. His words do cut when he be saying this shit, but somebody got to rip the bandage off this motherfucker. I'm done.
But if you're gonna rip the bandage off, you got to do it right.
Which way is right, though, Odell? Which way is right? I mean, no matter.
That's the $1 million question, though. And when I say do it right, that doesn't mean we got to have a perfect plan for it, because ain't nobody gonna have a perfect plan.
Right.
But if you're gonna make things right, you got to do it according to what makes sense. You can't say let's rip the bandage off, and then what you're trying to do, ripping the bandage off, is causing more pain than it is relief. Because now it's going to be, you rip the bandage for no reason. Now I'm hurting. If you could rip the bandage off and then understand that what's being done makes sense, then it will be like, okay, well, you know what? I can understand why we moved in this direction. Because that's one thing I do agree with Trump. I don't agree with Trump with a lot of stuff. But the one thing I do agree with him with is bringing back American jobs that we had, like in the mills and the warehouses and, the factory workers, because we had a lot of work going on in America, building America.
Communities were thriving, for real.
So when it comes down to it, there are certain things that needs to be changed. And yes, you're right again, bro. Rip the bandage off. But how is it to do it the right way? And there will not be a perfect plan. So we can't sit here and say, well, what will be the best plan, the perfect plan for this? Because there's not. But what is right?
I got a comment. I feel like I have no problem with people coming to America to make a better life. My issue is with America not taking care of America. Like, I have if somebody want to come here and make a better life for themselves, I mean, come do what you got to do. But we need to take care of our people. It's like we're sending money to other places and we're bringing immigrants over here, and they're getting free education. Things that we should be doing for America, we're doing for other people. And that's my issue. I feel like when people come here and they have to rebuild, sometimes people need a little help. You know what I'm saying? To get on their feet. But my issue is when it comes to where, like this guy said, I'm trying to budget this $200 for a week. Meanwhile, this woman over here that's not even may not even be properly documented has food stamps. Like, we got to get a balance. So it's not to say that I have a problem with people coming from other countries to make a better life for themselves. I want a balance to where us as American people, the middle class, the lower middle class that is now in the lower class because of rent going up and the groceries going up, that we were a lower middle class trying to get our way up there. Now we're in lower class because of everything getting so high. Help those people. Help the people that go to work every day.
It's not considered lower class, more. It's considered poor.
Mm-hmm.
People are poor now. People are poor. And like, bro, like Elijah was saying, man. I mean, Isaiah was saying, we got to blame ourselves, bro. No, we don't work together.
No, we don't.
A lot of those systems in places because those people put their people in places, and those people help their people. And that chain that they created is so goddamn strong, it's unbreakable. Now you have to speak their languages to get certain jobs. Now they're building apartment complexes strictly for those workers because they get over here and they bust their ass. We can't blame them for their hard work. They got here and they did their shit. We can't blame them because they fixed their shit together and they got together as a fucking team and they built their unity, and now they're just thick as thieves and strong in numbers. Now we can't blame them. The system. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean they do stick together, but I don't so much think that they have a system in place where they stick together to make sure. I think that's just something that the government provides for them because they're migrant workers and they uproot and come over here with their families. So of course, and they do the work. They harvest, they build, whatever it is that we need here in America. That's what they work for. They do the work. So I feel like they're gonna take care of them first because they uproot and they got to make sure that these people are taken care of because they bring their families with them.
Real quick, not just migrant workers. I've been in those little cities. I've been in these big cities. Soon as my Spanish folks and my Latino folks get here, if they don't got no housing provided for them, they got a place to stay. Right? It'd be like 15 living in one house with families, and they happy as hell. So they got the whole operation. The mama gonna stay home, cook, tend to the kids. You got the daddy that gonna go home work. Grandma gonna do her thing, and they got a whole system going on. We don't do that shit. It's always me, I, self-preservation. We gotta learn how to work together as a unit. Unity, we need that. And when they go to them food stamp office, it just don't be her and like it be her and 15 other women. All of them together. You got one of them speak English, and she fit to speak for all 14 of them people. There ain't nobody but they ain't none of my business. I'm just here for me. Nobody ain't talking in line. Nobody ain't helping that person with the paperwork. Hey, that don't look right. Go change this shit. Everybody just doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? When they go home at nighttime and all of them, they all jumping in one car. I see it. Like I'm in the predominantly Spanish area. These Spanish kids getting on the bus now. They looking at us like we beneath them. But we ain't nobody beneath nobody. But that's how they acting. Like they untouched, bro. I'm not here to say send anybody back or build no wall. I'm not here to say that. I just like what Trump talk about.
No, my biggest thing is this. You can't get on that, send them back to Mexico, send them back to Africa, send them back to no, you can't do that. Because then if somebody told you that, you'll sit there and you want to be in your feelings as well. The problem is, and like you said, Val, you got to become a united community. And that doesn't mean everybody, but when it comes to what you want, you, your family, you, your friends, you and that community that you have works as one. How you think these teams in the Olympics run the 4x1? They got to run it as a team.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Look at my Jewish brothers and sisters. They don't even eat our school system. They don't even eat our food. And they here in America, they grow all their shit. Look at my Haitian brothers and sisters when they get over here, bro. They get together, bro. We got to stop pointing fingers at folks and start creating our own shit. We can create our own schools, get our own curriculums. You did what I'm saying? We could bank it out. We could create our own bank there. You did what I'm saying? We can start our own chain and start buying properties ourselves. Them people, man, just like Isaiah said, this black and white shit, this is why I keep saying we gotta just stop ripping the bandage off. We gotta rip it off and go ahead and let this wound heal and stop pointing fingers to my them and they when we have the power to create our own community right up under our nose. Everybody want to be the chief. Nobody want to be an Indian work together. Everybody want to lead the project. Nobody want to work and help on the project. Everybody want to be the boss. With that being said, Auntie Cindy has an event and she wants to plan with us. Cindy Floyd, she's running for commissioner again at Pompano Beach. She has an event. She wanted a first-time home buyers event. She had one the first time when she was in office, and it did very, very well. It did very well. Like she had standing room in the building. Now she wants to create another first-time home buying like checkup class or update on some of the people who went through the program, some of the people who may need help. She got a couple of people that's going to be on the panel, and they're going to be lending their expertise on all the paperwork, what we need to do. And this is one thing I like about Commissioner Cindy Floyd. She's created this class for first time home buyers situations, but they're not telling you what to do. I mean, they're not just giving you the paperwork to do it yourself. They're actually helping you fill the paperwork out. They're actually helping you pick the bank. They're actually helping you find the lit. Like this is real deal. And when she called me today and she said she wanted to bring it to the Big Daddy's house, I was like, hell yeah, let's set it up. So I'm waiting for her flyer so we can get out there and we can do a little bit of promotion. But we're gonna be doing the first time home buyer checkup class here, man. Because it's time that people start taking advantage of these things, man. You know, let's put our money where our mouth is, and let's stop all this goddamn complaining and start fixing our own community. With that being said, shout out Glass House Custom Pools LLC, Syllabee's Kitchen. Don't please ever forget about Raw Pieces. Thank you, Raw Pieces, for being amazing. Shouting out with us, Cigar Porn Smoke Shop. Thank you guys. It's a lot. It means a lot, man. It means a lot, man. Thank you guys for growing with us. Before we get out of here, y'all got something to say? Let's talk. Cat.
Yeah.
It's on you, brother.
This is a very good conversation that was needed because, you know, sometimes you got to have those tough conversations. And I'm all about tough conversations because that's how people grow. And that's how people better themselves mentally. To everybody, we appreciate y'all always. Like I say, like, shares, and comments. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Good night. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
T. Renee.
Thank you all for your participation and for your support. A little support goes a very long way. And we will see you guys on Wednesday. Good night.
Hey, Sandra D. Talk to me.
First and foremost, I like to say, Cat Daddy, why you stole what I be saying? That like I'm copying you. Anyway, thank you
I
guys.
say it better and I say it different.
Whatever, you just got that deep voice and the women be liking it. Thank you guys for your likes, your comments, and your shares. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Same time, same happy place.
Hey, as you know, we love y'all, man. First time home buyers class. We gonna rock this out here, man. Y'all stay up, stay positive. I love y'all. Good night. Everybody say good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.